Hi guys, if you say God doesn't exist, then I would say God does exist. How do I say that God does exist? God breathed his own spirit into the nostrils of Adam, then Adam became a living soul. But unfortunately, Adam lost God's spirit, and instead, an unclean spirit arrived into his nostrils. And that's why Adam lived as a model over 930 years. My name is Peter, William G. Peter. The capital G stands for God that doesn't simply exist in the middle of my name, but God has own spirit replaced back into my nostrils, and that's the reason now I am saying that God does exist. If anybody disagree the existence of the God, then it's not a problem. I can explain because I have a theoretical explanation, and I also have a physically demonstrable evidence for the existence of God of Judea Christianity. So therefore, God does exist. Once again, I repeat, the spirit, if you disagree the existence of the spirit, is not a problem. You can take mind or a consciousness or a soul or a breath. God has a breath that is immortal breath. So therefore, a man's breath that is inherited from his parents, predecessors, that can be removed from his physical body, and instead God's immortal breath can be replaced back into his nostrils, into his physical body. And that's how one can come to know the effect of God as you feel breeze that reaches you and you enjoy the effect of it. The similar way, if anybody goes through the replacement of the God's breath back into the nostril, then eventually you would come to know God does exist. That is only possible in Judeo Christianity. The physically demonstrable evidence is objectively going to be displayed to the world in the times to come. Once again, my name is Peter, William G. Peter.